Hey guys, this is Norms and welcome back again to another episode of Tech Deals, where I have previously mentioned the top 10 laptops under 40,000 pesos on the channel. That is the summer deal of 2016. So this time for summer deal 2017, we're going to bump it up to 50k. So the first one here is the Acer Aspire E5-475G, and you already know this one. Why is it famous here in the Philippines? Because of its specification as a type of a budget gaming laptop. So you have a Core i3-6100U with an NVIDIA GeForce 940MX GPU that has 4GB of DDR4 memory and a 1TB hard drive, making this one as a solid gaming category if you are on a budget. 27,990 is not that bad, but yes, this will be really great for gaming as well. But wait, there's more we're going to give you guys, so hold your pockets for number 3. But first, number 2. HP 14 AM101TX is HP's answer to a budget gaming laptop again, but this is an entry level still. But let's break down the specs. Core i5-7200U AMD Radeon 430 GPU with a 4GB of RAM and a 1TB hard drive. This is at around 33,900, that it can give you some of the potential needs as a gaming laptop on the budget segment, but don't expect too high. This is like the 930M counterpart. Whereas the next one here is the Acer Aspire E 15.6 inch gaming laptop. I already mentioned why you had to hold this one, because in number 3, this one has a better spec. Core i5-7200U, the same GPU, different RAM capacity of 8GB DDR4, and different storage because this one has a 256GB SSD at around 34,600. But you can get a 1TB hard drive if you want to add an additional storage for this, depending on what stores you are from. So this is from Ben Store, and yeah, 34,600, not a bad deal. Can give you some of the stuffs that is really great for a budget gaming laptop. So I already said, if you have an NVIDIA segment, there's an AMD one, there's another AMD one. The ASUS FX550UI is a really great gaming laptop for the budget of 42,995. You have 8GB of DDR4 memory, FX 9830p with no SSD but 1TB hard drive, and an RX 460M that is on the mobile category, making this laptop a really great solidly built but the same footprint as the X550 and the F550 series that you might guys know is like recycled lithium type. The same performance as the 960M for the RX 460. For that kind of price, this is a solid deal. So next one is the Asus X540UP. This is still an AMD category but a little bit lower. This is the M420 GPU with the Core i7-7500U processor with 4GB of DDR4 memory and a 1TB for storage. All in which 41,995 is actually what to be expected for an i7 machine, but the original price point is 44,095, and this is actually a solid deal if you want to do some gaming on a budget. But yes, entry level gaming is only welcome. Video editing guys, well, look away. The i7 can actually handle, but don't expect too high when it comes to Premiere and After Effects. So more RAM is better, but the CPU is more better to give the performance benefit, because the next one here is the Acer AspireE5-475G-30KY. This is the ideal type of laptop for editing, and this is going to be the reason why. It has an HQ processor Core i5-7300U that is actually way better when it comes to its performance segment, especially for video editing persons. 4GB of GDDR5 for the 1050 series from NVIDIA, 8GB of DDR4 memory, and a 256GB SSD, Windows 10, and also IPS display. This is really great, especially for editing on the go and gaming. For 45,900, you can actually get a little bit more in terms of its price. 47,900 is the original price point, but for a solid deal, this is really great. So next one here is the business laptop from ASUS. This is the ASUS Pro P2530UJ. This laptop is actually really capable of handling business stuffs and also for some other casual stuffs that you do and productivity wise. 920MX is not going to be a really great budget gaming laptop for its counterpart because you have the MX version, but it can still play games, so that is what to be expected. 8GB of DDR4 memory, an i7-6500U with a 1TB for storage, and this is a rugged laptop because it is a business class, is really slim at around 45,595. this is what to be expected as a machine like this. But for 52,995 is way out of the budget, so best deal ever for a lot of business users alike. To 7559, there is the ASUS ZX53VW. This laptop has the same specification and I'm not going to explain it more, but it has a 512GB of storage, and this one has a full HD display at around 47,700 but doesn't have an IPS screen, and this is really great especially for gaming on the go, but you have to expect a little bit higher because we got a little bit more to the 1050 series. So the next one here is the Dell Inspiron 7567. The same specification as what you can expect from the Acer Aspire VX15 that has a GTX 1050 and an i5 processor. This one has 8 gigs of DDR4 and a 1TB hard drive. More storage is better for some people, but for 49,300, this is way out of our budget norms. It's not actually way out the budget, but this is a little bit of a bummer because it has a TN panel, which is a sacrifice to the previous model 7559, but 49,300, no problem. Infamous as it is. And last but not least is the ASUS K501UW. So yes, I already have my 1 year after of the ASUS K501 series that this laptop is really great for its counterpart as a portable and more likely a sleeper gaming laptop. This one has a GTX 960M with a Core i7-6500U up to with an 8GB of DDR4 finally, and 512GB of SSD storage for around 49,900, and the original price point is 56,500, which I could say really great for a matte display, full HD. For the budget side, this is going to be a little bit high for some people who want to experience some gaming needs. So yeah, that is what to be expected, but if you want something like this is really good, fits in your bag and also light and thin. So those are the top 10 laptops under 50,000 pesos. If you want to see more of this episode, you can check out some of the stuffs down below where I have some deals also previously. So if you want to suggest a laptop, go to the comments down below and subscribe, leave a like and share it to your friends. But if you have these laptops, go to the comments down below on what are your experiences with those kind of laptops, and I will see you guys in the next episode.